What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Two things. Um, Two things I wanted to talk about real quick is Bernie Sanders, and I had a funny incident happen yesterday. Well, let's talk about the second thing first. Okay, incident that happened yesterday. Uh, in regards to this bathroom situation with the transgenders and whatnot. Now, I work where I work at. Um, Basically, we had some guys walking in the bathroom, housekeepers that were checking sign-in sheets. Now, if you go to most businesses like McDonald's and things like that, they have these hourly checks that they do to make sure that the bathroom is, tidy. I won't say clean, but tidy. Toilet paper, paper towels, soap is in the bathroom and everything, so it's ready to go, basically. So they walked in the bathroom, in the female bathroom. Now, they were waiting for one woman to come out of the bathroom, and she came out, so they went in. Now, they're standing in the back, one standing outside, one standing inside. Lady walks up, older black lady walks up, and says, "Oh, can I use the bathroom?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, come on in." Now, prior to this, we were standing outside talking, laughing, and everything while we were waiting on the first lady to come out. And we were saying, "Hey, well, Obama signed the basically made it where men can go in the bathroom, in the female bathroom, if he feels like he's a transgender or whatever. If he feels like he's a female, he can go in the bathroom with the women, in the women's bathroom, use the bathroom." So we stand out there laughing and giggling, and the first lady walks out. Now, now they walk in, the second lady comes up. He says, "Oh, can we come in?" He says, "Oh, yeah, come on in. Come on, use the bathroom. So I'm feeling like a female today. Come on in." She's standing there looking like she's offended. So me, with my warped sense of amusement, I say, "Yeah, go on in there. Obama said it's okay, so you can go, so he can be in the bathroom." She looks over at me like, whatever, So I say this to say that some people that say that they're for this travesty in public, in reality, they really aren't, because I can't recall any woman that will go in the bathroom when a man is in there. Well, let me rephrase. There's not many women that will go in the bathroom when men are in there. So to see a man walk in the bathroom either before or after a woman is going there is going to be a real messed up situation for somebody. But be it as it may, that situation I thought was hilarious because like I said, these people, say one thing, but they do another. Now, on to Bernie Sanders. Now, I was listening to a video with Senator Sanders. Now, he's running for the Democratic nomination. I don't know if they've asked Hillary Clinton this question, but they repeatedly asked Bernie Sanders this. They asked him, is he in favor of reparations for black people in America? And if so, why not? Now, the answer I saw him say, he said he's not for it for a couple of reasons. And the reasons are, one, it is too divisive, and two, it would never get through Congress. And what we need, then he went on his stump answer of we need more jobs and education and things like that. He speaks in generality when it comes to black people. Illegals, in immigration, he has firm answers on. With us, it's, it's too divisive. Now, in the same sentences or the same speeches, he'll speak about Israel and how they have the right to life and liberty and everything, but they need to, respect the Palestinians and whatnot, and all this and that. Everybody has concrete answers on these people, and we spend and give billions of dollars a year to Israel for nothing. They produce nothing. It's like me just going out and giving money to a homeless person just to take care of them, and they don't have to do nothing but wake up in the morning. We didn't put them in internment camps. We didn't throw them in ovens. Some of their own people did that. You know, it's a historical fact that Jews helped Hitler kill other Jews. But that's beside the point. The point is that we give money to Israel and we get nothing in return for it. And it's okay for them to get reparations and get money and own Hollywood and everything else. But black people, for our ancestors, we can't collect on the debt that they owe us because it'd be too divisive. Now, white people. Now, Bernie Sanders is he's basically a raised Jew, even though he's not religious. He says, but just for argument's sake, if we going on teams, he's a white man, and he's like all other white people. They don't really care about black people. They just want to use us for what they can get from us. You know, the NBA is 99.9% white owned, and that 0.001 is obviously Michael Jordan because of Bob Johnson. Division. America was built on division, obviously. White folks came over here, wanted to divide the natives from the land. So they did that with smallpox, rape, and murder. Then they needed somebody to work the land. So they went and stole black people from Africa and brought them to America to work for 300 plus years for free. Then another 100 and some years of Jim Crow and segregation. We have never been made full citizens of America, yet we have fought in every skirmish that before it was America got itself into, with George Washington and the Continental Congress and the Continental Army and Minutemen and all this other stuff, all the way up to today. The Emancipation Proclamation freed slaves in rebel states that had seceded from the Union. So basically, Abraham Lincoln was freeing people in another country, which he had no power to do. Because if we had lost, if the Union had lost, then the South would have still had slaves, and America would have been ran by, I think it's Jefferson Davis. I can't remember the president of the Confederacy at the moment. I have a Civil War, I have a Confederate $100 bill at home. It has the president's name on it. I can't remember right now, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. America's built on division and separation. And every time black people try to do something for ourselves, we're knocked back down into a subservient role. We had a black basketball league. It didn't get as popular as the NBA because obviously you had the white money behind it, but they wanted to envelop it into the NBA, so they took some of the best players eventually. We had the Negro League that was doing good, but they wanted to take some of the talent that the Negro League had, and some of the talent wanted to go over to the major leagues. So the Negro League went away. We created hockey, and we have a hard time even getting on a NHL team. We create businesses, and they work their hardest to destroy them in one way, shape, form, or fashion. If they can't buy us out, they want to run us out of business. It was a black man that was making cars better than Henry Ford and GM back in the turn of the century, about 1900s to 1912, 1915. His cars were better manufactured than Henry Ford. But him and GM got together and ran the man out of business. Or basically out of business. Just small semblances of the business still alive. I read about it, but not obviously making cars. So when I listen to Bernie Sanders talk about reparations would be too divisive, what I think about is him saying, if black people got money, real black people, I'm not talking about the ignorant ones that'll run out and like they said in barbershop, make Cadillac the #1 car dealer in the world. I'm talking about real wake at the wheel black people that will take the money and build businesses, and if they have a business, they will put money back into the business to make it bigger. And then we will start forging connections with Africa and the Caribbean and South America, the blacks down there, and create a network of black businesses that way. That's the division that I think he's talking about. Now I know what he's, in his white mind, he's saying and what he's thinking. Somebody going by on a motorcycle. But in my mind, that's the division I'm talking about black people getting economically off of their knees, being subservient to white people, and forging a new day for black people. So yes, Mr. Bernie Sanders, it would cause a division. Because if black people got off our knees and stopped begging you guys for what we need, want, and desire, there will be no need for you anymore. And you know this. How do you know this? Remember a little town called Black Wall Street? Remember a little town called Sanford, Rosewood? Hell, Chicago. The first governor of California was a half black, half Hispanic, part black, part Hispanic, part Indian man. I can't remember his name. I think it was Pico. Anyway, but I say that, all that to say that I welcome this division that Mr. Bernie Sanders is talking about. Give us what we owe, what we are owed, or what our ancestors are owed. And if we don't do nothing with it, it doesn't matter, because you'll get the money back. Because Negroes will make Cadillac the #1 car manufacturer in the country. Apple will see historic gains because all these Negroes will run out to get iPhones just so they can get on Facebook. You know what kind of people you dealing with. So give us the money so we can do what you know we gonna do. What are you so afraid of? That people like me will say, ha, I got mine. Now I'm gonna make these motherfuckers bleed. That won't happen, Mr. Bernie Sanders. I swear to you. I will be a good slave and give you the money right back. Just give it to me. Let me help you out with this division. Y'all know I'm lying, right? But yeah, that's basically my take on the Bernie Sanders division situation. Leave your comments at the bottom. You know, you can always join Our Time Now, HOURTIMENOW.com, and we can talk about it in the chat room. Till next time, it's Our Time Now.